in Wandegea market, you have to pay taxes to a tune of about 40,000 or 50 per month. You get? And it's even much worse than that, probably. The person who is having a total capital of 12,000, you think they are going to go to that market? You're literally telling these people who are unemployed that get out of the city, go and die. And it's not like we are condoning
the disorganization
in the city. You drive and you can't just like make your way to 1 kilometer, you use more than an hour or something like that. But it's just that. And I don't want to even like, I always want to disagree with my nephew. But if he speaks something that I think he's right about, we are just disorganized, including the people who lead us are disorganized in their minds, first of all. The brains are totally disorganized. And they expect to run an organized city. Never.
All right. We'll now be getting to the remedies because I want to believe everything Ores has a solution.
So for me, it's about what are we trying to achieve in this? Do we even think about, do we have a master plan for that city, for instance?
We do have a city master plan, including drainage master plan and everything else. So many of these master plans that are funded by...
We have laws in this country that we have broken as leaders who have made them ourselves. So even if we have a master plan that we cannot even implement at a personal level, then we do not... If the president is moving with more than 60 cars on the convoy, how do we get the city organized?
All right, Derek, I'll definitely be getting back to you because I want to believe the Izore is away. Joseph used to say anyway, is away, anyhow, is a how.
No, we are just a disorganized lot,
yes.
And we cannot achieve what we are trying to think about or even talk about.
Yeah.
Very good idea, not implementable in Uganda.
We will see. We will see how probably we could try to get it implemented because all of us have actually agreed that we need...
Richard hasn't talked.
And he's going to talk shortly after this commercial break. I don't know, but I want to believe that he agrees as well that we need some orderliness. I am not forcing him to agree, but we need some orderliness. But the way it is done, and especially looking at the contributing factors to that disorderliness, is probably what the bigger conversation is. Let's take a very short commercial break. When we do return, I'll definitely start with Richard to find what his view is.
It's back, bigger, and with more business opportunities. It's the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo, Poate 2026, Uganda's flagship tourism event. Poate 2026 will take place from the 21st to the 23rd of May 2026 at the Speak Resort Convention Center, Munyonyo, under the theme Wanderlust. It's your time to thrive. Yes, it's your time to tap into Uganda's renewed optimism and tourism growth. Tourism stakeholders, travel trade partners, and tourism enthusiasts will be part of the Poate 2026. Come and network with like-minded people and unlock new business opportunities. To participate, register at www.poate.co.ug. Poate 2026 is brought to you by Uganda Tourism Board and partners.
Welcome to World Navi Uganda, your trusted getaway to Japanese cars. We deliver direct from Japan, cutting out middlemen to give you the best prices. Choose from thousands of inspected vehicles, sedans, SUVs, vans, trucks, even hybrids and so much more, all with verified mileage and guaranteed quality. Enjoy transparent pricing, fast shipping and after-sales support right here in Kampala. Visit us at Forest Mall Lugogo or explore online. Call 256-704-105 05159 today. World Navi Uganda, driving excellence from Japan to your driveway.
So tasty, delicious, some snacks.
Some snacks.
So yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
Just a grabbing when you're hungry. Some snacks. So yummy, yummy.
Hello, boy and girl, come here, son. Uncle Son's got you. May have some snacks for you. Your man, papa, your granny and your picnic. Well, if I kind of snacks for you. Come pick anything you want. Some snacks for your tummy. Yummy, yummy.
Sam's, delivering memorable moments in every household.
Introducing Kajansi Progressive Secondary School. The home away from home. It's a mixed boarding secondary school with the O and N levels. Arts and sciences, library and laboratories are all fully stocked. Computer, music, dance and drama, sports. Our teachers are well trained and strictly following the new curriculum. Kajansi Progressive Secondary School is located in Reza Kajansi, Kampala Entebbe Highway. And for more information, call 0779 32 36 73 or 0706 16 11 16. It's
Kajansi Progressive Secondary School. Never give up.
Welcome to Hotel J. Fry, the ultimate destination for luxury and comfort. A delightful One Hotel J. Fright is a perfect blend of luxury, convenience, and exceptional service. So why settle for anything less when you can experience the best?
So, Muchala.
Yes, Daddy.
You know the children are going back to school and things are a bit tight. For now, why don't you take half of the fees to junior school, and for the school van contribution, we shall pay later.
Daddy, why don't we pay using MTN Momo, where we stand a chance of winning school fees for a whole year and more? By the way, you can also apply for a school fees loan, and also participating schools can win a school van.
That's right! Win school fees for a whole year and more. Get Momo goodies and a school van for participating schools. You can also apply for a school fees loan. Simply dial *165*80# or use the Momo app.
For years, they have studied, they have trained, they have persevered. Now, the moment of honor has come. Finns Medical University is proud to announce its 5th graduation ceremony. We cordially invite our graduating class of 2025, their esteemed parents and guardians, and the general public to join us in this celebration of academic excellence and professional dedication. The chief guest will be the Right Honourable Anita Among, the Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda. The university will also celebrate its charter. The ceremony will be held on Friday, the 27th February 2026, at the Finns Medical University campus in Fort Portal. Proceedings commence at 9 a.m. Finns Medical University, a chartered medical university in East Africa.
But thank you so much for keeping it NBS Television. You're still watching The Morning Breeze, and this is the Media Roundtable. I told you the round table continues. It's always a full circle. It never stops even when we do take a break. I still do have Joseph Sabiti here with me, Derek Wandera, Ismail Ladu, and of course, Richard Baguma, who is actually seated right in the middle. And Mr. Baguma, let's talk about this whole conversation about vendors, which is always a cycle. It comes, it starts, it goes, and then they're back and they're out. Where exactly is the problem that we're not tackling? In as much as many believe, yes, city order is supposed to be attained, but how?
I think I started covering vendors with I think that was Mayor Christopher Iga.
Wow.
And Town Clerk Mwes. No, not Mwesije. Katarika. I think it was Katarika. Mwesije came later. So I'm not sure that
it's not a new conversation.
No, I'm not sure. But now, later, you start reflecting. I would like, for example, to look at the budget for the exercise. I'm interested in looking at the budget for the exercise, the budget that Kampala City Council must have made, the money that is being disbursed to the police, the enforcement for this exercise. I think it's an important area to look at because we look for motivations, but I think budgets can be very useful motivations. Yeah. So I think that's one thing I would really be interested in looking at. The second thing is the security assessment that informs this exercise. What is the security assessment that is informing this exercise? What is the intelligence analysis that informs pushing guys who are surviving on the streets, literally surviving on the streets? How? The other thing is, if you look at a lot of the patterns of people sailing along the lights, along the, I assume those are also vendors, people who sit on the street. You usually have a certain type of products being sold almost uniformly by the people. Where do these products come from? Who is supplying this amount of product?
Some have actually alleged that the traders themselves will get some boys to take their merchandise because after all, the Josephs, the Richards are not coming to the shop. So take them on the streets and do the vending, bring back the money and take a portion of it. Yes.
So what is it we are solving is usually the question I usually ask. So what is it we are solving? What challenge are we solving? Is difficult to see. The timing is very peculiar for me. The timing of this is very, very peculiar. I just want to see the group that sat and thought that they had really used their brains to make a very smart decision. Yeah, I really want to make that. So I think it's a non-starter exercise. I think the eviction is a non-starter exercise, but it's not a non-starter for people's wallets. So it's not. Yeah, but you see, the people's wallets, they are not, it's not numbers. It's usually not numbers. Yeah. No. People don't go to sit and share budgets in big numbers. No. One by one. It's treacherous, in fact. So we have to be very, very careful about that. Then the other thing is, you see, you have a lame duck leadership. It's out. It has been voted out, but it's still there. And then you have a leadership that is coming in that is in a very tight position. Yeah, I was told that one of them was announced, that his election victory was announced after he had knelt responding to a phone call. He forgot that it was a phone call. The phone said, "Banange ze munange." I am on my knees on a phone call. He was kneeling to a telephone. So it's a very difficult situation for the new leadership. I know they are going to be blamed for keeping quiet, but I think it's smart to first keep quiet and consult. I think an eviction exercise for vendors, bodabodas, whatever. Bodabodas are also vendors. It's just that they are vending a different type of business, but they are vendors. So for you to have that successful exercise, you have to do many, many, many things before.
Let's start from there. Let's do what needs to be done.
Yes.
It could be practical.
Just to know how many you have. Just
sort of a vendor census.
Just who? Yeah. Who do you have on the
street? What type of business?
So know your vendor.
Mm.
My recommendation would be the first thing is know your vendor.
Mm.
If you do a know your vendor exercise, then you would know the numbers and the type of thing you are dealing with.
Mm.
But also know the vendor customer, the vendor client. Because you see, the vendor is a logical, rational being.
Sure.
They go where their merchandise
can sell.
Absolutely. So just look at what promotes vending in the city, in the first set, in Kampala city, in my view, is the transportation nodes. We have a concentration of transportation nodes, therefore a concentration of a population which is a fast by FAST. It is a fast buy population. It is when you are moving from office, going back home, you are going to have a jam. That's when you have a window of purchasing something. These guys make it possible for you to access it.
Yes.
And they access your wallet. It's just that logical. So for you to say you're going to deal with that, you have to deal with all the factors, the drivers. And if you haven't dealt with these drivers, and the final one for me, Mildred, is the politics. It's a political thing, ultimately. So I would expect my commander-in-chief to just tell these guys to F off, F you, whatever it is, and go to hell. Really. That's what I would expect.
All right, thank you so much. Ismail, what do you think needs to really be done? Because, yes, we agree, we need the orderliness, but how? Without putting ourselves in a detrimental situation, because then others are saying, okay, they will go pack their merchandise and then we will have a high level of criminality going on because people are making ends meet.
I hope the authorities are actually listening. They should give them. They should give you a blank check. You fill in how much you.
I don't want to be poisoned.
You want for your knowledge.
This one will have some substance by the time I come next.
And I like to believe that we have a very, very smart technocrats. It's only how that is played and how to manage the politics side of it. And I don't know why they tend to get it so wrong. But just in a minute before I come to your question, Senior here spoke about the budget of this exercise. You will not know it right now. But at point T, at time T, when they go to submit his institution, I believe it's a COSASE committee or the one for local government or something. This when you see that budget given some peculiar name, and it will be the biggest budget of the entire under the entire item there. So there your answer is. Now to come back to what Mildred asked is first of all we need to change our attitudes. The way I still believe we look at vendors with some kind of contempt. We think they are a nuisance, and yet they are a very, very important part of retail and wholesale trade value chain. Okay, so they serve a purpose. So we need to examine the kind of products that these guys sell. He hinted on it. What are those products? Is it roasted groundnuts by the wayside? Is it what is it they are selling? And why are they doing it the way they do? What are they trying to avoid? And you'll find at the core of it, there is an aspect of either necessary licensing or some kind of fees collection. Now, a guy who is running a 20,000 business, that's the entire capital, and he's required to pay 2-3 times, even a quarter of that, by the way, is still too much for that kind of vendor. So these are the kind of things we should be looking at. Then two, our people love benchmarking, and my brother Sabiti there knows this. How is it being done? How is it?
He does it from the
Of course,
perspective.
yeah. So, how is it? To some extent.
For being a benchmarker.
Via allowances.
Well, you can see the double
By the way, his institution has a very huge budget for benchmarking.
Absolutely.
For the record, let's take
they may want to tap into that. How is Kenya doing it, for instance? How Sabiti earlier said, and I agree with him that vendors are all over the place, but why are they not behaving the way our vendors are behaving? So these are the benchmarking things they should be carrying out. I can give a particular example. In South Africa had the most chaotic vendors, 2, 3, 4 times more chaotic than ours, especially in a city called Durban, okay? But they've been able to reorganize that industry or that sector to a point that they now contribute about 7% to GDP of South Africa. So how did they arrive at that? So they were able to say, okay, look, on certain days, on a certain street are going to be vendors there. Whatever you want, everything you want, you will be able to find it there. Or, and probably this is some of the credit we might be giving to the outgoing mayor, there was an idea that at a particular time, these vendors can have fun, you know. So these things might look quite small, but helpful. So I don't think there is need to reinvent the wheel to answer your question, Mildred. It's just to look at these things that we think are small and enforce them. And the language we use to address them should not be the kind of language that I see the minister was using. It was full of threats. Where are the incentives? So if I go to those markets, what's in it for me? Am I going to... You can easily say the first 3-4 months, you are exempt from any licensing fee, and we see how it goes. So it is those kind of proposals and thinking that I'll expect our political managers who are the forefront of this eviction should be looking at. But again, I believe this is going to be overturned, and we'll wake up one of these days and President Museveni says, all of you go and hang, leave my people alone. And I'd like to look at the faces of the people who are saying vendors should be out of the street.
All right, Derek, where are the solutions? Because there is one part that the city needs to be organized. There is another part that there is unemployment. There is another part that the vendors need to actually make an ends meet. How do we marry all these three aspects?
We do not have solutions. We have to live and accept the circumstances within which we find ourselves as a country. Solutions cannot be made in any of the institutions that we have. Probably you'd say Parliament can, or KCCA in itself can come up with ordinances and whatever, or the executive arm of government can come up with directives and whatever. These can only but take time to even be implemented. If one, there is a will. Two, if there is people who are strategic in approach, in coming up with, for instance, we've been talking about benchmarking, in coming up with solutions based on what our friends around us are doing in the region. I have, for instance, strolled the streets of Kigali. Hardly do you find vendors just carrying maize or carrying whatever, shoes, or even carrying wipers for your cars when it's raining or something. Hardly do you find those in Kigali. But it will be very possible for you to find all those in Nairobi or in Dar es Salaam. It will be very possible for you to find them on the streets. And so is Uganda. That means that we have a lot to do And for Kigali, it takes a strategic leader. It takes a strategic move for you to achieve that. It doesn't fall from heaven. Already we know what the solutions are going to be. Today, it's going to come out that they are going to beat up vendors. The police is going to beat up vendors. They are going to cane them. Some of them are going to be arrested. Tomorrow the police officers the police cells will be very full with vendors who are going to be charged with unlawful order or public nuisance or whatever. But before you know, the president will come out and say, you leave my people, and all these will be released and they will be back on the streets. So there is total discord. The president says this, KCC is saying this, the minister of Kampala is saying this, the mayor, Lord Mayor of Kampala is saying that, and then the MP of Kampala is saying, like you have all these people within the city, chaos. You have the MP of Kampala, you have KCCA, you have MPs of Kampala, you have KCCA.
Which has both the technical and political side.
Technical and political. You have the Lord Mayor, and you have the minister, and now you have the president.
There is also an ED in the mix.
And then you have an ED, maybe 7 leaders for one small city. All of them speaking in different tongues.
The capital city of the country.
All of them speaking in different tongues. You can never achieve anything in such chaos.
Okay.
You can never achieve anything. And you can never have even solutions. We can come here and try to throw our small minds into what solutions can be. And we ask them, people go and benchmark. Even when they go to benchmark, all these 7 people will go to benchmark. And they will come with different results. You know? They will come, this one will say, I know the color is supposed to be green. The other one is still going to say, the color is supposed to be yellow. Because the yellow one is going to be. And then
when the president sent a team of leaders from Tororo, remember there was that fight over the map?
Yes.
Who owns the town?
The town, yes.
A delegation was sent to the same place to pick the same map. But every delegation came back with their own map already.
Oh, yes. So
every delegation
all
has their
these
own
7 leaders are going to go to benchmark. And they're benchmarking on whether the color should be green. None of them is going to come back with color green. One is going to come with purple, another is going to come with white, another. So then you have to, so which color should we choose? And all of them are saying, no, mine is the correct one.
So it has to start from within. The organization has to start from the leaders.
The leaders are disorganized. They can't organize anything.
That's why I'm saying you're suggesting that the organization needs to start at the leadership level before you go down to organize the city.
No, not now. Not now. We just need to remove the leaders. We just need to remove all the leaders. Then we begin on a new slate.
But they've just been elected.
So will the city fix itself?
Yeah?
Will the city now fix itself?
No, the people are going to fix it.
We have new leaders, Derek. We have new leaders in council, in members of parliament. We just had an election.
No. You see, the problem is that 2 people are thinking that we are running in a place that is normal. Very abnormal times that even the new leaders who are coming in, everyone knows that they are not supposed to be in.
Okay, that's a good point to start. But Joseph, let me come to you in just a few minutes before we take another break. Where can the seeming solution be, or how can we organize, get the trade order, but make sure that people are making ends meet because of the unemployment rates?
Let's start with the basics. When the government amended the law and created an authority instead of a city council.
Yeah.
The responsibility, authority, powers, most of the powers of running the city were transferred to the central government.
Yes.
That is the strategic vintage point at which planning, execution, thought processes, smart thinking should take place. So the president is in charge of the city. Fact. He exercises that power through an executive director and 2 ministers. You guys are mentioning one. There are 2. There's a cabinet one and a minister of state. There's an ED. There are so many directors. If you want to know, they drive very powerful cars around here. Director civil engineering, director this, director physical planning, director education, director vending, whatever, they are there. That is one group. To qualify to be a director in government, Baguma knows you must have gone to school, studied. I'm sure to be an ED, you must have at least a master's degree, Mildred.
Yeah.
We have, I'm not sure about the political parts. In politics, anybody can be appointed anywhere. But the
qualification is
senior 6.
Senior 6. No, for mayor.
No,
not mayor.
for
It's
appointment.
Not even...
Appointment.
Oh, yeah.
Appointment to cabinet, you must qualify to be a member of parliament.
Yes.
That is senior 6. But I'm saying there are technocrats who are educated, who can think, who can plan. On one side, there's the authority led by the Lord Mayor. The Lord Mayor elect,
political wing.
The Lord Mayor elect is an engineer. The campaign tagline was Kampala Yetaga Engineer. He comes with these councillors, some educated, some semi-educated, some there.
But they don't have a qualification, even the mayor.
No, I'm just saying.
They just come the way
I'm
they
just
are.
saying that it is important to have a conversation about transformation of this city. It's going to take much more than announcements at media center, much more than threats to change this city. It's going to take efforts of everybody. It's going to take us rising to a very objective platform of where we are saying that, look, this is in the interest of the city. We want an organized city. We also want to take care of our people. You can understand what the president goes through. When they tell you that you sit there, Arthur Mujenya has brought a report, General Otto has brought a report, General Damira has a report, and they're telling you that, look, 2 million people have just been told to go away. And then you need to understand who these people are. I was telling you that people, my brothers, sell land to buy a border to come and... That's why if you go to that city of ours within the city, there's an Arua city there in the middle of Kampala city. Somebody has sold land, others have sold their mattresses to come and... Then you're going to tell them to go back. And go where? So it takes much more than saying just go. There must be a... I think I want to re-echo Baguma's free consultancy to the authority. What is the grand plan of this exercise?
Yeah.
How long is it going to take? What are the implementation mechanisms? How much money has been attached to it? What is the plan for these vendors? Where are you going to relocate? If you're talking about space in markets, how much space do you have? How many of these vendors can be fitted? How much money do they need to pay? If you find people selling fruits on the streets around there, for me, I don't speak English. I can accurately say, this one I'm going to speak to them in Aluru, this one in Lubara. Right? And you talk, and they will have, do you know how many mangoes they have at Ego? 15. Each one is being sold at 1,000.
Yeah.
They bought it at 800.
Yes.
The profit is, if you multiply 15, but the profit is 2,000. When they go home, they buy mukene, we call it muziri, and buy kalo, this one of ours, yomengo. The children have eaten.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you go to Wandega market, then Baguma is standing here collecting ground rent to rent a place. Baguma wants 1 million. Then the same cases here will show up to collect license. You know how much they are going to ask of you? They are going to ask you for 500,000 a year. In the whole year, the total money you touch is 50,000 per month times 12. Guys, let's be serious as a country for once. I need to be the one to say this. Because where are you going? Where are they going to go? Number two, by the way, where is the market for the vendors? Who of us here can lift their hand and say they've never bought anything from a vendor?
Sure.
You have a corner where you buy toilet paper cheaply. You have a corner where you buy mangoes. Mildred, when Mildred is done speaking English here, she's rushing home. The son needs the fruits. She has a stop where she... including staff of KCC, I'm sure, buy things from the vendors.
Yeah.
So can we have... I support order. I want to see a more orderly city, but I don't think we're going to achieve that. And let me tell you today you're going to experience the Chevando rebellion, traffic lights rebellion, where you come, they take off. You go, they come back. You reach somewhere, you beat them. If you don't beat them, they beat you. You go to some places. If you don't beat the vendors, they will beat the law enforcement people.
Oh, sure.
And they have beaten them before. So it's going to turn into you beat me, I beat you.
No cases here. Enforcement officer goes to Arua Park, Arua City. That one is a no-go zone. For them, they do their own things. The city has been the way.
The point is this. It's going to be a multi-stakeholder process.
Yeah.
It's going to take time. It's going to do. They have a free consultant here. He has given them free notes. For somebody to write that, they are going to charge how much? We're going to buy.
But the plans are there.
And Richard, as we go for a break in just a minute, what do you see coming up in this particular one?
No, you see, we're going to have a repeat. The solutions have been provided. It's not lack of strategies. No, Mildred, the strategies are there. I remember one of the reports, I remember some of the things that were provided in there. Provide times, specific times, because we know when vending is at its peak. Yes. In the city, we know. So provide that. Provide safe spaces. Provide certain streets and say no traffic. And we know the foot traffic that is going in there. We know the people. So provide off-peak guidance. That one was provide incentives. Incentivize this, and the incentives were proposed in that. So these things have been there. We have two things that we must deal with, which are not provided for. One is the mafiaism. We are not dealing with that. Yeah, this is okay. So two is the political will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need those ones. Have the strategies don't mention those.
Well, many of these things are existent. We have them probably on paper, black and white, but the implementation is where the issue normally comes in. As much as we need the order, we need livelihoods for the people as well. How we get to make those two balance up is a conversation that only time can be able to tell. Let's take a very short commercial break, and when we do return, we continue with more conversations, probably go a little bit political and look at some of these crossovers as we get to say bye to you.
With every splash of color comes a burst of joy. With every celebration comes a reason to smile together. Holi is a festival of happiness, friendship, and playful togetherness, where faces light up and hearts feel lighter. A day filled with color, music, and shared moments, celebrated by communities across the world. From festive vibe and cultural pride to music that feels like home, we invite everyone to join the Radio Wala Holi celebration. Send us your special Holi wishes and colorful messages and be part of the celebration. Call 0758 777 896 or 0774 290 800 for our special Holi advertisement packages. Celebrate the Festival of Colors with Radio Wala Uganda. Radio Wala, let's play.
The Housing Finance Bank Zimba Challenge 2025 is here.
The precast wall comes with a 3-meter height. That means from the foundation or the oversight slab to the ceiling level. Now, for all your electricals, plumbing can pass through the holes, and we are using the technology of pre-stressing wires together with the blocks as infills. With precast construction, you are saving on plastering costs, you are saving on the time, and you are saving on the labor. And let's not forget that the design life of precast exceeds 100 years. So we are giving you something which is stronger, we are constructing it faster, and we are saving you time and money.
If a client is buying all this, they purchase it at once, or you make a quotation for the different phases?
One, we can have a quotation for all the phases. Once they have the material, that's when we move on to sites and assemble.
A simple two-bedroom house, how much it would cost to put it up with your products?
A simple two-bedroom house needs about 180 concrete wall panels. You can have it without columns, or you can include columns. But since we are looking at costs, you can have it without columns or beams. And we believe this is a game changer in the construction industry of Uganda.
The Housing Finance Bank Zimba Challenge 2025 is here.
Of course, thank you so very much for keeping it NBS Television. This is the Morning Breeze, your most authoritative morning current affairs show. My name is Mildred Tohaise. My panel is full. I have Joseph Sabiti, I have Ismail Ladu, I definitely have Richard Baguma, and of course Derek Wandera, as we make sense of the stories that are making headlines. But I just want to remind the people who believe in service about self that we do have the Rotary president in the country, and this is part of what that is going to look like. Francesco Arezzo is definitely in the country together with Anne Arezzo right there, and the meeting is going to include quite a number. That was the arrival coming through of the two. Today at about close to 1, at about 10, we will be expecting a conversation around maternal and child health. That is the project Oxygen for Life, and that will be at Kawempe National Hospital. That is the National Referral Hospital, particularly paying attention to obstetrics and gynecology. And we will also be having between 12:30 to 1:30 at Makerere University, the Rotary Peace Center visit. And that is, of course, also going to be taking place. Later on in the evening, it's also going to be a fun-packed one with a meeting of the Rotary leaders and also a press conference, which will be happening at Speak Resort Munyonyo. And there will also be a recognition fellowship dinner much later on at the BCF Courts. Of course, the hosting clubs will be the Rotary Club Chigo 7 Lex and also the Rotary Club Upper Kololo. Will keep you updated. Sometimes life is not just about waking up, making money and eating yoka money. It is also always about serving, giving back to humanity, and that is what Rotary is always about. Let's get back to our conversations here.
President is a gynecologist.
I said they will be going to
And
the obstetrics and gynecology
yeah.
hospital. I don't know why he's very
Are
much
you a
interested
Rotarian?
in issues
Me?
gynecology.
Okay.
I was just wondering whether he's a gynecologist.
I hope
really.
the vendors don't knock him when running.
When running away.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this very week, after the last week, when the country was discussing members of the opposition visiting the president, and then they came out and said, well, we were discussing issues of national importance, release of prisoners, and then, not even a fortnight later, we have the leader of those opposition members of parliament officially crossing over to the NRM, and he clearly was very stern and said, these people do not have a future. Talking about the opposition, we don't even sit, they do not have a headway, and so he decided to join and said he was ready to serve. I'd like to start with you, Derek, on this, because I know you're heavily invested in political coverage. Let's read between what is happening here, because many had anticipated it could have been leading to this. Could this be a sign of a mass exodus of many, including those he went with? Because he said he went with a number. Some of them did not want to take the picture.
Nsibambi. Nsibambi is the true portrayal of NRM.
Okay.
I have known Council Yusuf Nsibambi for some time in my career of journalism, and trust you me, his dealings today shouldn't surprise anyone. FDC has, for a very long time, had, I don't know why they are playing that graphic when I'm just going to speak about it, has for a very long time being a breeding place for the NRM. Top NRM officials right now, you will count top 5, I think.
Sure, they're right on the screen, right there. Quite a number of them.
You'll count the top 6, I think, and all of them are coming from FDC. So FDC has been a very good hunting ground for the NRM. And when Yusuf Nsibambi crosses, probably you want to say that it has taken him a long time to make that decision, but yet it was just one in waiting. Many people have talked about this and tried to analyze it as a way that Yusuf Nsibambi, in everything that he has achieved, he wants to protect his gains. It's a person who has had very many land wrangles around him, some of which he has been counsel for some of his clients, and before you know, when you're a lawyer for a certain client, sometimes you're given certain very important documents, but then when it's time to return, we've seen stories of him returning in halves and keeping some of the other half to himself. He has been a man who speaks with both his sides of the mouth. So when he crosses to NRM, probably he's just trying to confirm the fact that I have been in the opposition to oppose the opposition, but now I'm home finally, and that's the kind of picture I've known him for. He has amassed a lot of wealth, meanwhile, and probably for him to try.
You told us he had about, what, 100 titles or land titles or something like that?
Yeah, 100 land titles, some of which got from his clients that he was supposed to protect, and he could not even account for the whereabouts of the other. So if he crosses to the NRM, where there is a military, there is certainly assurance that he's going to protect his gains. Probably he has crossed a little bit late after the notion has moved on. I actually don't think that Yusuf Nsibambi was ever going to win the last elections, if you ever asked me. He put up electricity, boreholes and stuff like that. When he lost, he went and dug all of them away, removed the electricity and whatever. But the wealth he has amassed, he has to align with an organization that's going to help him protect it. Because if you stay in the opposition, you stand a candidate of being lynched for some of those gains that you've gotten. So I know his home. He's where he has always belonged. His home. He has always. He's where he has always should have been in the first place. And probably we're going to see more from, especially FDC, crossing over, because there are so many lies that you can never sustain forever. And that's why you want to give kudos to the godfathers of the opposition, the Dr. Kizza Besigye's of this world, the Bishamuntus and stuff like that. Of course, there was always talks of malls and whatever. And now probably we are seeing the real malls that were in. Many opposition people have spoken about the current Minister of State for the ICT. Do we even know her?
Yes, Joyce Sebugwawo.
Joyce Sebugwawo, yes. I have never seen her speak on any forum. Not radio,
Probably
not TV,
those are not the ones you attend, but she's delegated
I
to.
have.
You
Yes.
have, eh?
Yeah.
One or two I have
one
too as well.
Maybe those are the ones.
You're
Guy has
in
been
high
covering
profile.
NUP for the last 3 years.
So,
don't.
3.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So,
Derek.
like,
Yes.
you see most of them, and you say probably some of them took the decision a little bit early. Apollo Nsibambi took forever to make the decision.
Yes,
Yusuf
Yusuf.
Nsibambi, sorry. Yusuf Nsibambi took forever to make the decision, but right now, I feel he's where he's going to be more comfortable.
Okay.
But also, he has an assurance of protecting his own gains.
Richard, you've probably been here longer and covered a number of crossovers from different political parties. At some point in time, we started naming people by fruits, watermelons. Some of them were called, I think, pumpkins and whatever it was. Pineapples or whatever. What does this make of the political situation in the country? Does it have any message? The crossover of Yusuf Nsibambi and a few others.
First of all, the person, I really feel sorry for Msomesa. I hear my friends who studied law, they've been calling him Msomesa. And he's supposed to be a very good lecturer overall.
I'm told he's one of our best legal minds.
Yeah, sure.
Then I am not sure that legal mind is, best legal minds also much best political minds. I really have a challenge on that. I really feel sorry for him, especially because when you are coming to a certain side where there is a very big number of certain animals, you don't go announcing that you have meat. So I can guarantee you that in the next 5 years, these titles you are talking about, they will be meh. You will see a crying. That one I can say, I can keep this clip. Yes. you don't go with your meat and go shouting about it when you're going to a certain
hyenas,
a certain place where certain animals are. How clever can you be? so that one is going to be conned. He's going to be defrauded. That's for sure. You see, this hating of Nsibambi as a crossover, Nsibambi crossed over. Why they go? Yeah, this was just a photo moment. And the biggest beneficiary is the boss of Nsibambi. In this photo moment. Yeah, that was a photo moment. Yeah, really, the benefit of a photo moment. It has no propaganda value. It has very, very little propaganda value even for me, from where I stand. This was a person who crossed over, his colleagues knew.
Does it represent something that is brewing in the opposition as well?
No. I was on a platform there, I said, it's corruption. And you see, so there are certain aspects that don't make it exciting for some of us. Technically, this is a retired person. 60, whatever it is technically retired. He's a vote loser. He's a vote loser and a very bitter one. Bitter vote loser. What ground do they mobilize for you? There's no ground they bring on board. An alleged grabber. There are many stories about chairmanship of Kampala Land Board. My uncle has mentioned him among a few of my friends who are beneficiaries of land grabbing. When he was being accused of land grabbing, he said, but the real land grabbers are this one. So an alleged land grabber, not only in the town, but also in the constituency. And so, what is the game? What is that this guy is going to go and mobilize on the ground? Mobilize which ground? Right. So for me, the probable, and you said that if we were saying that the things are going to be protected, they will. It's a total misunderstanding. It's a total misreading. Protected.
Protecting it.
Oh God, I'm not sure. You protect it better if you remain on the other side and you keep bargaining. You keep meeting. You do plot one meetings at night. He's been having these meetings, more meetings last year actually than the open one. So, as far as I'm concerned, this was a photo moment, officialization of things. It's not a big fish.
Nothing to connect.
It's not a big fish, nothing. But It's a continuation of the process of co-option.
Okay.
It also does two things. One, it creates doubt amongst the people who remain there. That is excellent for when you're on this side. Maintaining doubt and suspicion amongst the other group. But it also, previously, pre the coming over, it generates for you very useful intelligence information, political intelligence, for you to act on. So I think that could be the value then.
On the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
Ismail, when Richard says it's a continuation of the co-option, reminds me of the president's statement ahead of the 2021 elections where he said there will be no opposition by 2021. Isn't it? What do you see? Just a continuation of the prophecy coming to pass?
Largely it has come to pass. You see, the thing is attack the most viable political party, if you like, with proven politicians who have some kind of substance, and he has done that very well. But on the other hand, is in my experience of covering business, economy, and finance, there's something unique that I've observed over the years, that there is a very strong relationship between business and politics. And the wealthier you become, the more wealth you accumulate, no matter how you accumulate it, the more closer you want to be to the corridor of powers. Sometimes it can be through disguise, as Senior Baguma has said. You can still be on the other side, but everybody knows where your political home is. And I can tell you without fear of contradiction, all these big business, wealthy Ugandans we know, big businesses we know, all of them do some kind of contribution to these political parties, both covert and overt. Somebody will give NRM, 1,000 probably US dollars, and get another 5,000, give it to whom they think might, have potential to destabilize the gravity. So those relationships will always be there, and I'm not surprised by. Actually, I'm surprised that some of us are surprised. He did. He did crossover. Maybe the thing we should be arguing the timing, but from what I've been reading and listening to the guys who are in the trenches of politics, everybody knew at some point this will happen. So, and the thing that being a bitter loser, well, I also don't think that he had any obligation to provide electricity to try to build a model town, and voters must begin to learn the kind of absolutely politics that we are encountering or seeing.
All right. Thank you very much. The man who probably knew about this and probably has a list, knows about the list of incoming, the continuation that Richard was talking about. Joseph.
But Joseph could be the one delivering the envelopes.
I am not sure about that. I will protect him for the show.
I am innocent.
I am not sure. But Joseph, anything to pick up into this? I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues and said, if it were not for probably the deliverer of the person, this would never be a headline that much.
Mildred, beyond journalist-source relationship, I didn't know Councillor Yusuf Nsubambi that much. But there are things I knew about him. That one, he for a long time was one of the lawyers of retired Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye and the FDC. He did a lot of legal work for them. Number two, I also know him as a very respected lecturer at the law school. Actually, if you see, when the news of his crossing over came through, all his students came out to say, they respect him. So Baguma might dismiss him as a loser, but he has taught maybe about 1,000 law students, and all of them hold him in.
By the way,
he actually agreed that he could be an A-law.
I was just trying to explain the part of
he's an election loser, but he's not a loser. But his students also expressed a lot of shock
Absolutely.
From what he used to say when he taught them.
That's what I'm saying. Now, he has a following among respected lawyers across this country. For me, if I am going to hunt, I will not restrict my hunting to someone who can just go on stage and dance, Sewungu, Vimba, Nyega, Nyega, Nyega. I will want to recruit a Baguma to put in the thought process. I want a Yusuf Nsabambi to think the law. I want Derek Wandera to speak English. If you gather your house with too many Nyega, Vimba, and what, the consequences.
Why are you using
Because himself actually used that.
Why is he using
I'm just saying.
term?
As you can see, no, it's not his term.
It's not his term. It is the
for him.
We know where it was coming from.
No, the point I'm making is...
on your point, but they also say Tochisusa.
That is true. I'm just saying this, that if I sit as a strategist in a political office somewhere, if I have to make a choice between someone who is going to dance for me on the street and Baguma, I will go for Baguma. I might not need Baguma to go to Mawokota to mobilize votes, but I will need him in the strategy room. I'll need him in the legal room. I'll need him in that. So for me, even if he had lost 10 elections, the fact that, one, he's a good lawyer, number two, he's a sitting vice president of the FDC, I'll look at more the value he brings to the party. And that's the mistake I think people in the opposition
Why
make.
do people always go for FDC vice presidents?
What do you mean, you people? The point I'm making is this.
They should not put in place.
No. I am not the one who recruited. It's the NRM which recruited.
Continue with you.
No, I am saying this, and that's the mistake. General Mutu spoke about time. And you know, watch carefully whoever is coming for Sibambi, calling him a mole, he's useless and what. Watch carefully those ones, other than the ones who have kept quiet. Because it could be, some people are actually now scared. What if he mentions my name? That I also go through the small gate. I made a statement somewhere and said, look, there is no politician or businessman worth their name, or even journalist worth their name in this town who is not interacting with General Museveni or his agents. There is none.
But for us, we are interacting for news purposes.
No, I'm not talking about news purposes. I'm talking about personal side dealings. There is none.
We don't want to get...
No. I'm just saying. I'm not going to mention.
Derek is lying in his statement.
No, I'm just saying.
For news purposes.
I'm just saying.
How do you know?
No. Just listen.
You're accusing me falsely.
I am saying, Derek and Mildred, there is no politician, no journalist, no businessman worth their name in this town who has not dealt with President Museveni or any of his agents. Most of the dealings are under the table. And Baguma knows this.
I'm not sure that I
You know.
I love the volume he uses.
He's the agent. He knows.
The volume of Baguma's statement, I could say.
Most of this happens under the table. Or the small gate, as Baguma called it, and things like that. And here is the thing. You might like President Museveni, dislike him, hate him, but he has mastered the art of, is it called fishing? From the other side. You will see... I remembered the shock my brother Charles Odongsa and I got when we got hold of a document before the announcement of the Honorable Norbert Maus joining cabinet. Through normal journalists, and we saw that he was coming in as the Minister for Justice and things, and they had negotiated below. These NRA guys are good at below the table negotiations. President, even Jimmy Akana, you see, he has spoken. He has made very strong. But he even admits, he said, when they asked me, I said, no, you can take Honorable Betty Among. Guys want to shout, we shall change this country, what? But they also want the comfort that comes with the status quo. It is a totty this way, a totty that way. So,
like he has mentioned Odongtho and himself. They were here shouting, then they went a taught this way, then again now they are taught this way.
No, by the way, that's a wrong assumption. I took a decision to go and work for a government entity. No apologies. Some of you are dealing with them under the table.
Don't say.
No, I know.
He's just saying
no,
some of you.
No, Mildred, let me say
Not
this.
directly saying.
No, let me say this. Let me say this. It has happened in journalism and in politics.
Definitely.
Many of them come here and shout. You let them live here. You go and find out the things you do, the people they deal with, and their sources of money. They will be the first to condemn people who have made a conscious decision to leave the profession and go and do work. But under the table.
I am
Small
your uncle.
And I know them.
I am your uncle.
And I deal with them, by the way. And I deal with them. So when they speak, you say, okay, I'll use Baguma because it's not offensive.
But that's part of the real politics.
Absolutely.
It's part of the
now,
real existence.
Now that's what I was explaining to you. I was saying that, look, I am more worried about the people who are hitting Yusuf hard. Remember how they hit General Muntu?
Yes.
He's a mole, he's a mole, he's a mole. After 1 week, Major Baramira, Before we knew it, Dr. Besigye was making some statements and saying, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, they received money. This one, and this one, they did this. So, in the opposition, it is very hard to accuse someone of being a mole. Actually, many times the ones accusing are the moles. But let me tell you, this man has managed us. General Museveni, whether you're in opposition, you're in the media, you're in civil society, he has managed people. He has his people. I might not deal with him directly. He might send Baguma to deal with me. But I don't even know that Baguma is an agent of... He has mastered the art of politics. For me, I think that... And I think it's only in Uganda where it is strange to cross. In Kenya, every election cycle has a new party.
Yeah.
And then people go. The essence of multipartyism is to make a conscious decision on where you want to be. Today, Yusuf wants to be in FDC. Tomorrow, he wants to be in NRM. It is his right. We can discuss, we can shout and everything. But also, it is evident. Let me tell you, I used not to understand the importance of taking oath of secrecy when you go into an office. I have never understood it more than now. Because you will see people making noise on TV now.
And then?
5 minutes from now, the things they are doing, the people they're interacting with, the things they're involved in, then you say, okay. Then I realized that if you want to be a good political strategist, you must talk less about people's dealings under the table. When we meet under the table, we have not met, I have not seen you, you go. But when you come openly, then we discuss. So, I think our multipartyism should allow...
For these interactions.
But I need to add a rider to it, principled crossovers. That I ideologically agree, accept the NRM, therefore I go.
Okay.
But Sabit, you are making it difficult now.
But it's never
Sabit,
that
you had done it so well.
Yes, it's
now
never just.
I'm just putting a rider that.
I know,
yes.
But you are making it difficult. You see, the principle. What is principle?
It's also relative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It's very relative and it's stretchable.
Yes.
And then people then
you define it your way.
Exactly. Define
Absolutely,
it their
yes.
way. But there are many realities on the ground. In my heart, I'm convinced that if I did a lot of work, I could place Mildred in a government position.
Any day.
And I'm convinced she would go. Yeah, there's not Wandera too. Because Wandera is a very good analyst. I want him, I agree with you.
Absolutely.
I want him in
on
a strategic communication government position. Yeah, absolutely. So what for me was is the value of the person crossing. The person has been valuable, but as of now, the value had been milked, as far as I am concerned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the earlier negotiations.
And this Sabit's agent is an excellent connector. Is an excellent connector for this group because the guy is coming with more than 100, by the way.
Yes.
He's coming with more than 100 guys. So how do you deal with these 100 guys? How do you ensure their sustenance?
Yes.
Because you have to provide for them. Some will fall through, some will continue. But the important thing, and the president told us this thing many years ago, we're asking, why are we stuck with the late, the man from Chirunda, Haraj? Say, the man, age what, he's not as efficient. And he said, look guys, this guy has been an extremely consistent and loyal person.
Trustworthy.
Yeah.
If I throw him now, what will I ever tell that region? So I can understand the photo moments and also they continue. The guy comes with a list of more than 50 people and says, these are in prison. I would like them to get out because I have to show some
value. Yeah. but I wanted to conclude by saying one thing.
As we go, yes, Joseph.
Let me tell you, to be in opposition in Africa is a tough call. The man I admire so much, Raila Odinga, tried. He died trying. Morgan Shangirai tried. He did. The formidable Ugandan opposition leader, I think we all agree on this.
Malema is there.
Malema is a convict waiting for sentencing.
It's very tough.
He's a convict waiting for
sentencing. He's in Sibanunji.
And then the man who really gave opposition a formidable force, in my view, you know where he is in Uganda here.
No, absolutely.
You ask yourself why he's the one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. So you ask yourself why is the one in, and other people are outside. So, but also I think that being in opposition is tiresome. These guys is exhausting. These guys have gone on the streets, swallowed tear gas. They have done what they have tried for. FDC has been in existence for about
since 2001.
205.
The guy started 99.
So about 26 years.
I started 99.
And one thing I realized, there was a moment when people within the FDC actually thought they were a close shot to power. If you talk to all these guys, there was a time when they thought the promised land was
inside.
Canaan was close by. You talk to the youth wingers, people who are in the youth wing of the FDC, they saw Canaan close by. Only for the Bagumas to emerge and again consolidate and establish a stable system that you can't easily penetrate. So you can understand when someone gets tired. And surely, Mildred, you have a right to get tired.
Yeah, the exhaustion comes at a particular point in time in life for anything. Joseph's uncle is itching to say something. Our time is really out. And we need to be out of this particular one. Son and uncle will have
the vendors are waiting for him.
But thank you. Thank you very much, Ismail, for making your time to be with us. Richard Baguma, thank you so very much, always, for coming through.
Work.
Yeah, sure. Derek Wandera.
Who do I tell when I'm tired?
Your uncle is very close by. Joseph Sabiti, I don't know why he's pointing this side, but thank you. We'll need to be going out of here. And to you, our viewer, it's always been a pleasure. Have a blessed weekend. May God bless you.
Looking for a household cleaner that truly delivers? Meet Apo, the antibacterial cleaning powder for bathrooms and surfaces. Apo is formulated for 3-dimensional cleaning. It's a scouring agent that scrubs off dirt and stains, a germicide that kills 99.9% of household germs, and it works with water to wash everything away, leaving your bathrooms and ceramics hygienic and sparkling clean. Keep up hygiene standards without breaking the budget. Switch to Apo today. Apo is available at supermarkets and convenience stores countrywide.
Kampala mornings, more like Kampala marathons. Why sweat in traffic when there is a better way to move? With Union, you're always one tap away from safe, affordable, and convenient rides. Glide through the congestion like it's a VIP lane. Get there faster, safely at the best price in town. Download the Union Let's Go app today. Union, the better way to move.
Music 40 presents Nakoma live in concert. The legendary gospel group returns for a night of timeless worship and praise on Friday, 6 March 2020 at the Kololo Independence Grounds. Join by Pastor Wilson Bugembe, Best Emily, Brian Lugar, Proclaim, Minister Rachel, and Sachi Basai. Tickets are available at General 50K, VIP 150K, VIP 250K. Dial star 252 star hash all networks and star 155*20 hash or more to get yours. For table reservations, call 0758-966-1166. Don't miss it. Malcoma Live in Concert. Powered by Pacific Events and Lion Codes. And hosted by NBS TV, Yuka, Capital Radio, Skies Hotel Kampala, Soda, Afro Mobile, and Twekobe Hardware Bingo.
Too many ads? Expensive subscription? You deserve better. And artists, thousands of plays, but nothing to show for it. This ends now. Introducing Yuga Tunes, the new home of your favorite music on Afro Mobile. Listeners, stream your favorite songs ad-free at no cost. Artists, earn from every stream. Withdraw your royalties anytime from as low as 20,000 Uganda shillings. This is music that pays off. This is music that belongs to you. Yuga Tunes, your sound, your stage, your reward.
The National Mosquito Net Distribution Campaign is back. No one should die of malaria in this era. It is your responsibility to chase malaria from your home. The good news is that the government of Uganda has once again started distribution of mosquito nets under the 5th Universal Coverage Campaign, also known as the Under the Net Campaign. Under this exercise, 1 mosquito net will be distributed per 2 people in every household. A village health team member, a community health extension worker, also known as a CHU, and the LC1 chairperson will move house to house to register members of the household in preparation for receiving their mosquito nets. Do not lie back. Ensure that you register all your household members to receive a mosquito net. On the distribution date, move to your distribution point and receive your net. Mosquito nets protect you and your family members from infectious mosquito bites that lead to malaria. Ensure that you receive the net, hang the net, and sleep under the net every night.
Yes, habari Uganda, my name is Palazzo. Ensonga endeserero ya unemployment. Are you looking for connections? Ozagala wano oboyagala connections eweru wegwanga. Hayes Recruitment is here to support you. Aba Hayes Recruitment beba kafulu boka abaina connections ku mirimu mu Uganda ne bweru wa Uganda. They have opportunities waiting for you. Era mu kulwanyisa ebbula ly'emirimu n'okubazaamu amaanyi negase ne Hayes Recruitment ng'amaze okukakasa nti balina emirimu egisobola okumakinga sikiru y'omuntu yenna kati gwayagala okwekolerera okyuse ku bulamu bwo otuuke ne ku birooto by'okozesa ku connections zange. Tukyalireko, visit Hayes Recruitment today and let's unlock your potential. Buli awulidde ategeeze munne nti go Hayes, go better.
We understand that everyone yearns for a clean, tidy, and convenient working environment. That's why 7-Star Cleaning Services, we strive to provide highly customizable cleaning solutions using environmentally friendly chemicals, state-of-the-art equipment, and well-trained workforce for our clients. Visit our head office, Plot 4691, Ntinda Chisasi Road. Contact us on our official lines 0393-243-503 or visit our social media platforms. 7-Star Cleaning Services, a remarkable difference.
always.
The oil and gas sector in Uganda is rapidly transitioning into the hands of the private sector, and while many businesses have already tapped into its potential, manufacturers are the real game changers. This shift has created a booming demand for high-quality steel products, opening doors for local manufacturers to thrive. One company at the forefront of this industrial revolution is Fabrication Systems Uganda Limited, a key player in supplying fabricated steel solutions to oil and gas companies, while also driving economic growth through employment, industrialization, and regional market expansion. Let's look at how it is shaping the industry on Made in Uganda. You are most welcome. I am Isabella Tugume. Uganda is at a turning point in its industrial growth, with the oil and gas sector driving an unprecedented demand for steel and aluminium products. A decade ago, the country heavily relied on imports to meet its infrastructural needs. Today, local manufacturers are rising to the occasion, producing essential steel and aluminium products. The oil and gas industry is a key driver of this demand. Infrastructural projects, and including pipelines, refineries, and drilling platforms, require high-quality steel and aluminium components. Additionally, other industries such as construction, transportation, and manufacturing are fueling the need for locally made metal products. One company taking full advantage of this opportunity is Fabrication Systems Uganda Limited, a growing leader in steel and aluminium fabrication. Located in Kampala's industrial park, the company is at the forefront of Uganda's metal fabrication industry, serving clients in oil and gas, construction, and engineering sectors. Steel and aluminium fabrication starts with sourcing raw materials.
We have our different departments in fabrication system. Our marketing team get the orders. From order, we give the requirement to our design team, and our design team do the designing, load calculation. They prepare the material BOQ, and we give to our procurement department. So our procurement department require the material from different sources. First priority, we look it into the local market. In case something is not available in the local market, we import from outside. Outside, we can say like from Kenya, Dubai, even China, India, we import according to the timeline or ability. So from there, we receive the material. After receiving material, we do our stock maintained by ERP system. It goes to the system, what material has been come, and we store. From there, we make the request shelf, and then store team issue. From there, production team pick the material, and they start planning, material preparation, optimization, then cutting, and then from cutting we go to the fitting.
Steel is primarily derived from iron ore, which undergoes smelting in blast furnaces. Aluminium, on the other hand, is extracted from bauxite and refined into usable metal.
After fitting, we pass through the quality check. So whatever material has been fitted, it has to go through quality. So after quality confirmed, we transfer this material to our welding section. After welding section, we also give the instruction which kind of welding we required, which type of welding rod to be used, what is the thickness of welding to be maintained, is it required full welding or stitch welding. We give the instruction to our team so that they can move forward without any mistake. So from there, they take for welding. After welding, also we do the quality check. What is the parameter we have made? Is it as per recommended or standard. If not, then we record the NCR. From NCR, we do the rectify that mistake. After rectification, we again do the we maintain the documentation. After we release for surface preparation and painting. So in surface preparation also we have category. Some of item it is depend on the client requirement. I can say some of them we just need a mechanical wire brush. Some of them needed short blasting. After blasting we do the primering like red oxide on gray primer and different category of paint. It is according to the client what is required. So after painting we take it to the dispatch yard, and from there also we make the PDI, pre-dispatch inspection report. In case if anything miss, we catch from there and we rectify before delivering to the client. And then after we plan and deliver to the client, when it goes to the client and site, if it is our scope for erection and installation, we do the installation work there, and then we complete our work and hand over to the client.
Once the metal undergoes rolling, which involves passing it through heavy rollers to shape it into sheets, rods, or beams. This process ensures the metal reaches the required thickness and shape.
At the moment, according to our structure and machinery, we can go up to 700 ton. Okay, but the space we have here, which can reach up to 1,000 ton. You can see we have one warehouse, second and third, and then fourth. If we extend those all, we can go up to 1,000 ton per month.
Using advanced machinery such as CNC cutters, plasma torches, or laser cutters, manufacturers cut and shape steel and aluminium into custom designs required by industries.
Okay, yeah, always we get the completion certificate. Always all the client they provide us. We request them at least give us your comment and completion certificate. So maybe some of them because of quality issue, but maximum client are they happy and they are giving us completion certificate and with the good remarks.
Welding plays a crucial role in metal fabrication. Skilled welders use techniques such as MIG and TIG welding to join metal parts.
Uganda's oil and gas industry has created an urgent need for specialized steel structures, from pipelines and storage tanks to heavy-duty equipment and industrial components. Fabrication Systems Uganda Limited has stepped up to the challenge. What next? This and more after the break.
Are you planning an event? Think of X Events. For the best photography and videography of all kinds, we believe that every moment is worth capturing. Whether Kwanjula, weddings, Kuhinjira, bringing out the culture and glamour. And of course, a professional team that has mastered the art of the game and progear with elegance. X Events is located along Rubaga Road on Access Building opposite Hotel Sojavalo. X Events, capturing your precious moments.
Hey Hey, hey, travelers! Are you a family gearing up for that big vacation, a hustler working abroad coming home, or your squad chasing sunsets and passport stamps? It's time you lock in. Say goodbye to long airport queues, shocking roaming bills, and the stress of hunting for local SIM cards, because now you can travel like a local. Stay connected in over 180 countries. Just scan, tap, and boom! Instant data the moment you reach your destination. Get your Rogue Travel eSIM today at travel.roguetelcom.co.ug. Contact us on 020-5000123.
Kuba mwaka fana nyinga gwali eyo gwa wangudde mwaka mulamba
bulire essanyu lingi okubanga nawangudde school fees w'omwanange era nina essanyu okubanga sigenda sasula school fees n'omwaka omulamba era ne bazanya ba MTN Momo Katonda abongere omukisa.
As long as you pay school fees using Momo, you will stand a chance to win school fees for a whole year. The school, you will stand a chance to win a school van. You can also get a school fees loan on Momo. The short code is *165*80#, and you pay school fees and you win school fees for a year.
In a digital world, not everything is what it seems. False stories today spread faster than truth, leaving us all wondering what's real. Disinformation misleads, misinformation misguides, and spreads confusion and fear. Dismiss, a campaign to help you think critically, question wisely, and verify thoroughly. Join us. Let's build a more informed Uganda, one truth at a time. Dismiss, inquire, verify, confirm. Together, let's fight fake news.
Whatever sport you enjoy, Sport Action on NBS Sport has you covered. Whether you want to support the Uganda Cranes or our netball team, golf or athletics, both domestic sporting events in Uganda and international sporting events in which Ugandans compete are the subjects of our attention. What are you still holding out for? Catch all the excitement on Sport Action by tuning to NBS Sport. Brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Ugandan sports.
Influence is more than followers, it's impact. At Next Influencer, we connect brands with the right voices through a thorough vetting and discovery process. We onboard influencers with hands-on workshops that build skills, unlock real opportunities, and fuel professional growth. Brands find the perfect match, influencers get dignified jobs, and audiences experience authentic stories. This is where influence becomes value. Next Influencer. Create, discover, connect, influence.
As the new moon is sighted, a blessed season begins. Ramadan is more than fasting, a journey of the heart, guided by faith, strengthened by community. From Suhoor to Iftar, Salam TV walks with you, uniting Ummah through inspiring teachings and family-centered programming. Across Uganda, Ramadan calls us to compassion, forgiveness, and drawing closer to Allah. Stay connected to what truly matters with Salam TV this Ramadan. To partner with us, call 0761 001 890. Ramadan Kareem, Uganda.
For 40 years, technology has redrawn the map of possibility in Uganda. From the first mobile call to digital money to a nation operating at the touch of a screen. This is a story of progress, access, and transformation, a future rising from every connection. Connecting a nation, Uganda's 40-year digital journey, coming soon.
NBS Sport Kuroma Kagono Sawa Kuminabiri, Turekede London, na Chelsea ku Stamford Bridge, bani zali kwa mzanyo wawe, Scott Parker, kumurundi kunonga zene Burnley, Chigwera wa, kiruoka na abale misobone busatu, wabla Coldy Palmer, alayiro bafida ko, katwegete ko Kuroma Kagono kumusitano yano atwara points esatu, ku Stamford Bridge, Chelsea mane before Champions League, huwa bani na dayo, biona ku NBS Sport.
Welcome back from the break. You're still watching NBS's Made in Uganda. We stream this conversation on air and online. And also, we are urging you to download the Afro mobile application for this and so much more premium content. Beyond oil and gas, manufacturers are shaping Uganda's broader economy.
In Uganda's oil and gas sector, welding must meet strict quality standards to ensure durability and safety. Every steel or aluminium product must undergo rigorous quality checks. Non-destructive testing, pressure tests, and visual inspections ensure the product meets industry specifications.
One of the things that Mr. Mishu talked about is they do quality checks at every
step,
every stage.
Yes.
Are all your employees in tune with doing quality checks at every stage?
We don't mind of that, but what we do mind of a lot, we have the quality controllers, we call them the QCs. When we can start from when we receive materials from our suppliers, our QCs, they have to check the material we got from the suppliers, are they of the quality, are they okay? So after receiving which are quality materials, when it comes to production, what we do is, for example, if we are going to cut here, after cutting, this is called a CNC machine, it cuts a plate. So after the machine man, operator has already cut, the quality controller has to come, check on it. Has he cut well? Is it the right measurement we need? So it goes to the second step, the second stage, that is fitting. When it goes to that fitting stage, when the fitter fits, immediately after fitting, before it goes to welding, the QC man has to come, check again. After checking, then it proceeds to welding. After welding, before it goes to painting section, QC again has to come and check thoroughly. That one we have no compromise about it with the quality. And timely, when it comes to timely delivery, if we have promised our clients that we are going to deliver this in such and such a day, it must be like that. Only we don't compromise and we don't annoy our clients. Once we say we are going to deliver it tomorrow, it has to be tomorrow only.
Uganda's local manufacturers see immense opportunities in steel and aluminium fabrication. The demand is driven by oil and gas. With more local companies producing steel and aluminium, Uganda is reducing reliance on expensive imports. Fabrication Systems Uganda Limited is one of the leading players capitalizing on this booming industry.
The supply and demand for your product,
Yes.
What does it look like?
Our demand, I can say it is high because we produce quality-wise. I can say we can be the second or the first in Uganda. We are now, if not the first, we are the second in quality. We mind a lot in quality. Whatever we produce here, just to be quality.
What are some of the opportunities that are within this sector?
The opportunities I've seen for this company is that because of the quality product we give, the clients come by themselves. Although we do small marketing, but when they come and they see that we are producing good quality, they come and they support the company.
So with regards to that aspect, actually, thank you so much for bringing me into my next question. Let's have conversations about employment. How many people are working?
Per now, we have 120 employees, that is blacks. And in production, we have, let's say we have 98% of the blacks. I can say 2% in production are the Asians. In production, we have a technical team, we have the supervisors, we have seven supervisors. One supervisor that is in the maintenance team. All we work hand in hand with them. So, in brief, we are 120 employees. That is 120 only in steel department. Here we have two departments. We have steel department and the civil department. So I'm talking about only the steel department.
Has 120.
120. That is this year. Last year we were over 170.
Oh, wow.
But due to the workload, we don't have too much work now. We have reduced the number. But now we have only 120 average.
How often do they undergo training to be able to handle this kind of machinery?
We do it often. We have the safety officers who handle everything for us. Before we recruit anyone in this company, the safety officers handle them and train them, teach them how they are going to work with us.
By leveraging Uganda's growing demand for steel and aluminium, Fabrication Systems Uganda Limited is positioning itself as a key supplier in the country's industrial transformation. Uganda is rapidly moving towards self-sufficiency in steel and aluminium production, driven by industrialization and the oil and gas boom. Companies like Fabrication Systems Uganda Limited are seizing the opportunity, ensuring that locally fabricated metals contribute to the nation's economic growth. With continued investment in modern technology and skilled labor, Uganda's metal fabrication industry is set for exponential growth.
Uganda's journey towards industrial self-sufficiency depends on companies which are leveraging opportunities in oil and gas while strengthening the country's overall manufacturing capacity. This success is proof to the potential of local enterprises to transform Uganda's economy, not just in the energy sector, but across multiple industries. Thank you so much for being part of this week's edition of NBS's Made in Uganda. We value your feedback. Keep following us across all social media platforms. Download the Afro mobile application for this and so much more premium content. Take care. God bless. Until next time, catch us same place, same time. I am Isabella Tuguma.
NBS happening now.
A very good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen, the Mountains of the Moon University community. It's your Vice Chancellor, Professor Pius Scott Changa, inviting you to the 18th Mountains of the Moon University graduation scheduled for 20th of February 2026. And I'm excited in this very specific graduation that we have eminent men who come all the way from Dublin Island. Dr. Davis, Patrick Davis, who was the first Vice Chancellor of the university, and Mr. Martin Hobbs, who contributed this building behind me. So it's an event that no one who is worthy of thinking about development should miss. Prospectively, the university is progressing so well. We want to have bespoke infrastructure that addresses this. It's the Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences whose work we started in 2023 with a substantial amount of money, close to 75 billion Uganda shillings to complete. Once this building you've seen behind finishes, we will have 18 high-spec laboratories that our scientists will make decisions to solve problems in this country. We can house at any one time 4,000 students and over 500 teaching staff and research. And once this building is completed, the sky is the limit for this university. So I am so proud for the community, for government as the main funder partners, like the ones coming from Ireland and others, that collectively we can make a difference in building human capital for this country, for tomorrow and the next generation. So I thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you all during the 18th graduation on Friday, 20th February 2026. God bless. Eyes for Progress.
Well, right there is exactly where we are heading to right now as the Mountains of the Moon celebrates and graduates over 500 graduates from about 6 different faculties. That is the 18th ceremony, 18th graduation ceremony. Let's head to Fort Portal for the latest.
This 18th convocation of MMU under the theme Fostering Education through Technology Integration in Agriculture, Tourism and Environment. This year's graduation theme aptly set the tone, direction and aspiration for MMU as we intensify our efforts to integrate technological advancement in our curriculum. Our goal is not only to enrich practical and experiential learning, but also to equip our students with the knowledge and innovative capacity to address real-world challenges, particularly in agriculture, tourism, and environmental conservation, sectors that are vital to the socio-economic transformation of this region and Uganda at large. Our dear Chief Guest, Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to appreciate our gallant members of the University Council, led by the diligent and focused chairperson of the University Council, Engineer Dr. Ben Manyindo, who, among others, continues to advocate and prioritize investment in modern technologies to enhance excellence in higher education in order for MMU to attain a research-led university status as the core part of the university mission. His goal, I strongly believe, is to ultimately see MMU as a learning environment in which our students learn modern research-based techniques to, among others, improve the productivity of the works of our stakeholders. For example, we want to increase crop yields in the farms. We also want to ensure that every household improves their household incomes, among other things that the university does to support government's plan. At this juncture, Madam Speaker, Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me also to thank the past Guild and current Guild leadership of this university, the entire student community, for the big role they play as a link between students and community and the university management. And they have since kept the university peaceful so far exercising constructive dialogue as opposed to other alternative means. Madam Speaker, from the graduation booklet that you have, we aim to graduate 520 graduates that the Chancellor will consider, and we have since moved in attaining over 25% of total number of academic programs being rolled out falling under science, technology, math, and engineering, STEM. I congratulate all graduates on reaching this significant milestone in your academic journey, and in a special way, I will congratulate students who have performed exceptionally well in this category. Madam Vice President, the university operates under 5 faculties which are established. This is Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. This is Faculty of Education, Faculty of Humanity and Social Sciences, Faculty of Health, Faculty of Science and Technology, FOSTI. Today, we will have 24 graduates at this congregation qualify to receive first-class degree of MMU. I energetically congratulate them prior. Our dear Chief Guest, Mr. Chancellor, sir, permit me to restate the accomplishment attained by the university thus far since government takeover in 2022. This university, as I've always stated, is possibly the biggest public entity in Rwenzori region because the university is situated within 10 districts of Bundubujo, Bujangabo, and the rest. But since the government took over, Madam Speaker, we have had disbursement of funds cumulatively totaling to a sum total of over 178.1 billion Uganda shillings that government gives us. And this covers the staff wage, non-wage, and also capital development. I thought the university community would thank government for all this massive amount of money that government is giving and continues to give. But if you note the statistics, only 11%, which is about 5.2 billion, is being given for the capital development. We sincerely appreciate government for the funds, while imploring for improved appropriation of capital development to enable us to provide better infrastructure, more space, so we can have more students and address the issue of access. To note, Madam Vice President, Mr. Chancellor, sir, the university is focused on ensuring that the funds that I've just mentioned available to the university get utilized prudently and to ensure value for money outcomes. I am pleased to note, therefore, that the Auditor General, since commencement of this university operations as a public entity, has rated the university unqualified audit opinions all across, and this shows that we aim to remain prudent, transparent, and accountable to the funds received. On this achievement, I will salute the University Council of MMU while congratulate all the staff who handle or manage the funds of the university. Madam Speaker, the university currently, from the staff establishment of 539, employ 316 men and women working academically and administratively. I should report that these staff live and reside within Kaborole district and the surrounding regions, meaning that the university is impacting into the community. I want to believe they rent, they purchase things, and so this is what we expect that a university should do as a community system. The university currently has 43 academic programs that is running, but I should hasten to add that all the programs are accredited by the National Council for Higher Education. And this program leverage technological advancement. The aim is to create numerous opportunities for students and to recruit a wider range of potential students for knowledge generation to positively impact the community. I can report, Madam Speaker, that during the 17th graduation ceremony, the university mounted its first Doctor of Philosophy in agricultural sciences that we are currently teaching collaboratively with the University of Ghent in Belgium. This program is running so far so well, with 15 students admitted, and they're fully committed. It is my hope that they continue to support knowledge generation and transfer for solving real-life problems. Our chief guest, Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to report that in this academic year, 25-26, MMU enrollment stands at 2,698. These are students that have registered, but this indicates a significant growth of 27.7% annually if we are to project of student growth. So if we had enough space, it means therefore that in 5 years we would be moving towards 8,000 students, improving into the growth enrollment ratio that the country requires. In terms of students' welfare, our chief guest, Mr. Chancellor, sir, the university is committed to ensuring that the overall students' experience, both on and off campus, is adequately addressed as a priority. I will demonstrate the following. We've kept our promise to students to remain a university that focuses on students' needs. The key focus is that once students drive within our gates, they are dealt with by staff, attended to, they are trained well, equipped practically. At the same time, the priority is that they complete on time. If it is 3 years, it has to be 3 years. And that is the hallmark. And therefore, as we end today's convocation, if the Chancellor so pleases, and he awards and he confers, all of you graduates will take back home your signed transcript that I have signed, the academic registrar has signed. That's our commitment. The university continuously facilitates students' extracurricular activities, and I should report that in the first 2 years under the government dispensation, competing at the Association of Uganda University Sports, Mountains of the Moon University was not rated because we never won a medal. They only grade people who win medals. Madam Speaker, Mr. Chancellor, sir, sorry, Madam Vice President, Mr. Chancellor, sir, the university during the concluded 2018 Association of Uganda University Sports emerged 6th overall best, winning 2 gold medals, 1 silver and 2 bronze. And this shows that we have strong men and women who can do other things. We continue to give exposure at international level, and as I speak now, we have students who will be traveling for summer school in Germany, University of Dresden, and others already traveled to Hogent University of Applied Sciences in Belgium. The idea is that what we impart here should also have international context in terms of reference. We continue to do research, madam, to innovate. Internally, government gives us 1 billion, and I remain grateful for the research innovation funds. 12 research innovation projects that were awarded, have 6 flagship projects out of that. These are projects with viability for being commercialized. If we have the business hub, if we have the commercial component of that, possibly these 6 projects could now go into bankable projects and possibly employ Ugandans. The university also has attracted this academic year running 5 grants under the Faculty of Agriculture, led by Professor Wesson and myself. The university won $1 million fund from Erasmus, $20,000 under the Faculty of Science and Technology, $7,000 under the Faculty of Humanities, and 98 and 54,000 euros respectively under Director of ICT and Faculty of Education. We thank these committed men and women who will wish to supplement the government funding for research. Our dear chief guest, Mr. Chancellor, sir, the university runs very strongly in governance and management systems, and this encapsulates the involvement of the University Council and its committees. I am aware our chair of council will provide detailed account on this when he speaks. Suffice to state that the university guided the establishment of the top university management as a bridge between management and council, and so far there's viability and the context of separation of roles and powers in how effectively we run the university. We are a team that co-creates to make this university function. Madam Speaker, in terms of infrastructure development, the university has done tremendously in terms of what it can do within the mechanisms and the financial means. Number one, with the partnership with the Belgian friends, the university established the first biotechnology laboratory is on that side at a cost of about 1.5 billion shillings. And this equipment has the capacity of enabling the propagation of tissue culture to enable us deal with varieties of plants that could be prone to climatic conditions. Secondly, the university also commenced the construction of a 17,000 square meters facility under the Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences at a cost of 75 billion shillings. Government of Uganda so far has advanced 8 billion. The building is just right there across that side, Vice President. We have moved because it's a phased project, but unfortunately work has stalled. That's why we don't hear anything happening. But my plea is if this building could be completed, it would be a big game changer in the dynamics of this university. Number one, it will provide 18 high-spec state-of-the-art laboratories. Number two, it will accommodate 4,000 students. Number three, it will house over 500 staff at any one time, among other things, and a business incubation and a hub. So if we were to be supported to complete this, I can pledge, as Vice Chancellor, the university will not ask government for any infrastructure for quite some time as we focus on what we need to do. This other challenge that the university has is the lack of high-voltage academic staff. This is staff at professorial and associate professorial level. At the moment, from the establishment, we only have 4 active professors in classrooms and research laboratories, and 6 associate professors out of 7 and 17 respectively, which was established by Ministry of Public Service. The university therefore requires 5.19 billion to enable us to hire these cited core staff to change the dynamics. To our graduates, as I come towards conclusion, I would like to encourage you to think beyond this moment and today's triumph. Your journey of learning should not end here, for in today's rapidly changing world, the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong endeavor. I would like to encourage you to view MMU as your first choice in your pursuit of higher education, and we remain committed and ready to receive you back should you require to commence further pursuits. Under partnership, Madam Vice President, Mr. Chancellor, sir, we have eminent men who supported this university from inception. Allow me recognize Professor Patrick Davey and Mr. Martin Hawkes. They are seated right here. They come all the way from Dublin, Ireland. And just so to say, Professor Patrick Davey was the inaugural Vice Chancellor, the first. He was hired to join the university when the university was not established. He took the risk, and I'm a beneficiary now, benefiting from his risk. So let's thank him for having done what he has done. He also enabled Mr. Martin Hawkes to mobilize funds to put the buildings. You see, the first 2 buildings were a donation from Mr. Hawkes' work that we are also benefiting as a university. Of course, government now has come to magnificently sustain. They come along with another colleague, Professor Victor Friedman. He comes from Israel, and they're now introducing him to support us in developing aquaculture, to support fish farming in this region. They are welcome. They will stay with us. They've been here since the beginning of the week. At an appropriate time, Madam Vice President, I understand your schedule. We will give them the opportunity to greet members of this convocation. This is my address, Mr. Chancellor, to the 18th congregation. I would like to thank our chief guests and everyone present, and I ask God to bless this university, our country, Heights for Progress.
Another big round of applause for our dear Vice Chancellor. Yes, I think that is much better. Thank you so much, our dear Vice Chancellor. May I take the honor to invite you back so that you can invite for us our University Council for his speech. Thank you so much.
Our chief guest, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the Chancellor, Mountain of the Moon University. Allow me to ride on the protocol of the Vice Chancellor, who has recognized all of us gathered here. A very good morning to you all. On behalf of the University Council, it is with immense pleasure, profound honor, and great privilege that I also extend a warm welcome to our esteemed invited guests, particularly our chief guest. I wish also to recognize the Honorable Minister of State for Primary Education, representing the First Lady, and our Minister of Education and Sports. We express our heartfelt gratitude to the Minister of Education for unwavering support and steadfast guidance to Mountains of the Moon University. Please convey our love, convey our appreciation to the government for the invaluable support rendered to our institution, which has been in operation for just 3 years under public administration. I would like, on behalf of the University Council, to echo the request of the university for increased project support to cover the stalled construction of the Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Also, to cover digitization of the university, improved road access to the university, and support of procurement for laboratory and workshop equipment to ensure the implementation of competence-based curriculum at Mountains of the Moon University. To our esteemed Chancellor, Professor Edward B. Rugumaya Moti, we take immense pride